Howard Stern Show.
I love when you have Bill O'Reilly on the Daily Show.
Yeah. Has O'Reilly been here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And has he been here?
Yes.
Yeah, he has. Yeah. And yeah, I don't remember one show from the other.
Believe me, I'm the same way.
But I do like this. I had Joy Behar on the other day, and I said, "Why did you walk off The View when you had Bill O'Reilly on? After all, he was a guest, you play along, and and it's interesting. You have different opinions.
Right.
I mean, you have a completely different opinion of the world than this guy, but yet you're willing to have fun with him.
Well, because you don't feel like he's disingenuous. You don't feel like he's
I mean, you don't hate him, right? I mean,
oh God, no.
No, you respect the fact that he has just a different opinion than you.
Yeah. Listen. The people always say to me, like, why do you have him on? And you're like, well, right, yeah, we disagree. So why would I ever talk to that guy? I'm like, it's Thanksgiving. When I go home to Thanksgiving, like, there are people in my family that are so right-wing, like, they make O'Reilly look like gay Ralph Nader. Like, it's not, the idea that somehow this guy can't be spoken to, it seems insane to me.
But isn't that exactly what's happening in Congress?
Oh, but that's a whole other thing.
I mean, it's
the incentives of Congress. The problem with Congress is they're incentivized not to get along.
Right.
So that they have to, for them, it's not that they couldn't get along, it's that they don't want to, because they don't care so much about the country, they care about their party. So they're trying to.
But that's my point. It's not looking at the country and what might be good for the country.
That's right.
It's looking at my own
and looking
personal
at
interest.
what raises money. If you're in Congress, what's going to raise money? We came up with a bipartisan deal on immigration to work together to solve this problem. Can you raise money from your base with that? Or can you raise money with your base going, ISIS is coming over the border carrying pockets of Ebola.
Yeah.
And,
So, John, when you have O'Reilly on, but that's not a personal hatred or anything, but I think you hate Sean Hannity on Fox News, right? Like, you just dislike him.
I don't hate him. I just think he's disingenuous. I think that's a real cynical play.
What do you mean?
That feels like a cynical play.
What do you mean?
You don't believe
in other
his
words,
politics?
You mean, in other words, is he acting a certain way to...
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Seems like it. It's because nobody can be that consistent ideologically.
What about Rush Limbaugh?
When I think about Rush Limbaugh...
I think probably more cynical. I think that's a cynical play. I think the other thing's a cynical play.
But when I think about Rush Limbaugh, I've always said this. I say, how could you always have a knee-jerk reaction to the Republican? In other words, whatever it is, you have the Republican hardline. Do you ever disagree on abortion? Do you ever disagree on gay rights? Yeah, everything is down the line, party specific.
Well, it's also the difference between sort of being a broadcaster and just being an ideologue, being somebody that's working toward a pure partisan.
Yeah.
And that, the thing about O'Reilly you always find is, he is thinking about it. And to be honest with you, the way that party's moved to the right, I always view O'Reilly as like a Kennedy Democrat. Like, he strikes me as a Robert Kennedy Democrat.
He can be occasionally reasonable.
Catholic, but you know what I mean? Hardline, old school, Catholic, New York. Like, that's the type of guy you're like, yeah, I could see him voting for Robert Kennedy.
Right, yeah. And have you ever voted for a Republican? You have?
Yeah.
Have you ever voted for, like
an independent or like a Green Party?
Yeah, you do that?
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of the total specifics of it, but yeah. In general, though, it's very difficult because it's a very narrow field of what you can get. You don't get, as you know, the political system is it's bifurcated, so you can't really get something interesting. Like this guy Rand Paul's sort of interesting. He's trying to figure out how to have some libertarian viewpoints while also still staying true to like a Republican base. Like, it's very hard.
The Howard Stern Show.